Now, if you've watched my channel much over the last 10 years, you'll know I've been a massive advocate of these GoPro cameras while I'm motovlogging. Well, all that's changed because I'm ditching these in favour of these, the DJI Osmo Action 4, which I believe is the best action camera for motovloggers like me by far. If you stick around and stay tuned, I'll give you 10 reasons why. Hey kids, it's Mr. McFly here, hope you're well. Now, before I get into the 10 reasons why I'm switching to the Osmo Action 4 from DJI, let me tell you how I got into this position in the first place. Having used these GoPro cameras for at least the last 10 years and having spent thousands of pounds on them. Quite simply, it's down to unreliability. I've lost count of the times that I've been using these cameras on a critical shoot and either they've just frozen up on me for no reason, it's recorded picture and no sound, or the battery's suddenly died on me. Well, it was the last straw at the end of last year when I did a massive tour in Japan. Great cost, great organisation went into that tour, and these cameras just let me down once too often, so I decided they got to go. Now, my pal Dave and fellow YouTuber from Wheelie Good TV, who also is a broadcast cameraman, by the way, so knows a thing or two about these, about 10 months ago, he said to me, Andy, why are you persevering with GoPros? You should get yourself a DJI Osmo Action. Back in those days, I think it was the Osmo Action 3. He said that they were way better than GoPros and that I should really do it. I didn't listen because I've invested so much money in the GoPros in the past. I did the Japan trip and I lost some critical footage. I wish I'd listened to him. I have since made the swap, and I have to say, in the 3 months since I've been using the Osmo Action 4, my life as a motovlogger has been made so much easier thanks to this camera. Stick around, stay tuned, I'll give you those 10 reasons why I think that's the case. Okay, reason one then is very simple, and it's ease of use, and that is mainly given to me thanks to these brilliant magnetic mounts that the Osmo Action 4 uses. All you do is simply put it on there, click the camera into place, and it's solidly mounted. And if you want to take the thing off, you just release it by squeezing the little bits at the bottom there, and the camera is straight off. That in itself makes life so much easier for the motovlogger. If you want to change battery, if you want to put a filter on the camera, whatever you want to do, it's so much easier if you can just take it on and off using that simple magnetic mount. No more faffing about with screwdrivers like you used to have to do with the GoPro. And the beauty of it is too, is I can still use all the old GoPro mounts that I have because that magnetic mount fits straight into the GoPro mount. So that's the first reason, and possibly the biggest reason why this makes the camera so brilliant for motovloggers. It's just flipping easy to use. Alright, reason two why I think the Osmo Action 4 is so much better than a GoPro camera, and that is quite simple: batteries and battery life. Using the Osmo Action 4, I can get almost a whole day's recording out of one single battery. With the old GoPros, I was getting through 4 batteries a day, and I'll go into the reasons why you save battery power on this in a minute. The other thing is, the batteries in the GoPro had a habit of falling apart. If the temperature got high or anything like that, then the glue would go all gooey, and the batteries would fall apart or swell. You couldn't get them out. I've wasted so much money on batteries in the GoPro, I cannot tell you. However, the Osmo Action 4, I've never had that issue. And anyway, you don't need as many batteries. Okay, on to the third reason why I love these Osmo Action 4s over the GoPro, and that is simply startup time. If I press the button to start her up, she's ready to roll. That only took about a second and a half. With the GoPros, it takes way longer, and I often miss shots. With this thing, it's rapid to start. And as soon as you press the record button, it's immediately recording. No delay, no need to ever miss a shot. Okay, on to reason 4 why I love these cameras, and this is a great one for motovloggers. It's voice control. You can actually speak to the camera to stop and start it. It means no more faffing about trying to find the buttons while it's on your helmet. You can just speak to the camera. And also, it's one of the reasons why it's so good on battery, because you can start and stop the camera so easily while you're riding. You just say, start recording. And then once you're done recording, you simply say, stop recording. And that's all you need to do. Dead easy, a game changer for the motovlogger. Reason 6, very important one this to me as a keen photographer, amateur photographer, and that is picture quality. The new Osmo Action 4 has a 1.3-inch light sensor, which I think is one of the biggest that you can get in an action camera today. And it means that particularly in things like low light, I'm in a low light situation here, the picture quality is excellent. Now I shoot in 50 frames per second at 4K, and I have it in rock steady mode with a wide field of view. And I think it makes it look like you're actually riding the motorbike. Judge for yourself with this shot that I took yesterday on the bike in pretty grungy conditions. I think the picture quality on the Action 4 is absolutely A1. Right, I think we're on to reason 6, and that with the camera is its incredible 360-degree horizon steadying function. That means you can move the camera like this, yet the horizon always stays rock steady. Super important for motorcycling, of course, if you're leaning around corners and getting your knee down, that sort of thing. I also occasionally make videos in the aeroplane, and it's brilliant for keeping everything lovely and steady. Next thing I love about these Osmo Action 4 cameras is its integration with the wireless DJI mic. It's absolutely brilliant. Now, number one, the sound quality I think is excellent for if you're doing pieces to the camera like this, judge for yourself. But also, not only that, it just makes life so much easier. You literally just switch it on, it automatically collects wirelessly to the camera, no wires to worry about, and you've got brilliant, proper professional sounding sound. I love it. All right, on to reason 8, and this is a biggie, and that basically is that the camera just works. There's no sudden freezing, no sudden death, no lost audio, none of that stuff. I've never lost a frame since I've been using this for the last 3 months or so. It's absolutely brilliant and rock steady and reliable. I love it. It's such a breath of fresh air. Okay, to reason 9 then, and that is simple, that this is compact, small and well built compared to the GoPro. The GoPro, as you can see, if you want to use a lavalier mic, you have to have this massive adapter that wraps around it and makes it quite big. The adapter on this for the mic is very, very small. And also just the build quality. The Osmo Action 4 just feels better in the hand. It just feels well put together, like an action camera should. That's reason 9 why I love the camera. Okay, to the final reason why I love this camera, and that is basically, if you really want to get into it, it's got all sorts of pro features on this camera. It's got things like the fact that you can use professional log profiles, so in effect, you can shoot video in RAW on this, so you can enhance it later in post-edit. It has built-in GPS and gyro data, as well as support for time codes, pre-recording, and all sorts of other pro-level features if you want to get into them. Okay, so there we have it. That's 10 reasons why I've ditched the GoPros in favour of the new Osmo Action 4 camera. I absolutely love these things. If you're in the GoPro world and you're thinking about maybe switching to the Osmo Action 4, well, I would say do not hesitate. I cannot recommend them enough. They've really made my life as a motovlogger that much easier, and that's without exaggeration. It's a great, great little camera. I flipping love this little thing. Alrighty, that's it for this time. Normal motorcycle reviews and so on resume in the next video. But that's it for this video. Hope you found that of some interest. Look forward to speaking to you again soon. Until then, this has been the Mr. Flyer. Cheerio.
Hey kids, we're the Missing the Flyers.